Okay, so in question 1, our wages is 1200, our tax is 10%, and we're asked to find our gross wage. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my tax amount. That's basically 10% of 1200, which is 10 or 100 times 1200. Do that in my calculator. Get 120. So I know my tax amount is 120. I know my regular wage is 1200. So if I want to find my gross wage, it's going to equal to my regular wage minus my tax, because we lose money from taxes. That is going to be $1080. Question 2, again, I have a wage and I have a bonus. So remember, unless otherwise mentioned in the question, taxes and bonuses, they're always based on your regular wage, not your gross wage. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my bonus amount here. And that's basically 5%, so 5 over 100 times my wage, which is 1500. And I'm going to do that in my calculator. You get $75. So my gross wage is going to equal to 1500 plus 75, because you add on bonuses, which is just $1575. Okay, in this third question, I have my tax amount, that's 200, and then I have my tax, it's 4%, and I'm asked to find my gross wage. So I know that if I do 4%, so 4 over 100 times my regular wage, which I don't know in this question, so I'm going to write times X, that should equal to 200. So basically 4% of my regular wage, which is X in this question, is going to equal to my tax amount, which is 200. I'm going to multiply the 100 on the other side, so I have 4X equals to 20,000. Then I'm going to divide by 4, so X equals to 5,000. So my regular wage is $5,000. If I need to find my gross wage, I'm going to do my regular wage, which is 5,000, minus my tax amount, which is 200. So I know my gross wage is $4,800. Okay, next question, I'm given my wage and I'm given my bonus, and I'm asked to find my bonus percentage. So we know that our bonus percentage is nothing but the bonus amount divided by your regular wage, which is 3500, times 100. Okay, so the equation for any percentage is whatever the amount is, so the bonus or tax, and you always divide it by the initial wage or your regular wage or your list price, and you multiply that by 100. Again, if I do this in my calculator, get 5.71%. So basically my bonus is 5.71%. Next question, I have my gross wage and then I have my tax, and I'm asked to find my tax percent. So remember, to find your tax percent, you need to know your tax and you need to know your regular wage. So first thing I'm going to find is just my regular wage. So I know my wage subtracted by my tax, which is 400, should give me my gross wage, which is 5,000. I'm going to add 400 on the other side, so my wage equals to 5,400. Once I have my regular wage, I can find my tax percent. So I know my tax percent is my tax amount, which is 400, over my regular wage, which I found to be 5,400, and multiply that by 100. And if I do this in my calculator, I get 7.41%. Tax is basically 7.41%. Okay, in these last two questions, we're going to see a little bit of a trick. We're given a gross wage, but now they tell us the tax is 6% off gross wage. So again, remember, tax, bonus, things like that are usually a percentage of your regular wage, but sometimes they can throw in a trick question and say a tax is 6% of your gross wage. So make sure you look out for that in questions. So if I know my tax is 6% of my gross wage, I know 6%, so 6 over 100 times my gross wage, which I'm going to call Y in this example, should equal to, oh well, we've given the gross wage, so I'm going to redo that. So I know 6%, so 6 over 100 times 10,000, my gross wage, because tax is 6% of gross wage, should give me my tax amount. So 6 divided by 100 times 10,000. My tax amount is $600. And then I know my wage minus my tax, which is 600, should give me my gross wage, which is 10,000. And I add 600, so I know my regular wage is just $10600. Okay, and last question here, you know your tax is 9% of your gross wage and your tax amount is 400. So I know 9%, so 9 over 100 of my gross wage, which I don't know in this question, so times Y, should give me my tax amount, 400. And so because it specifically says in this question, tax is 9% of your gross wage. If I'm solving this, I'm going to multiply by 100 on the other side. So I have 9y equals to 40,000. I divide 40,000 by 9. I get 4444.44. Basically, my gross wage is that amount.